right, now we're going to get into our Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 reviews. Jesus Christ.
It was amazing.
No, it wasn't. We've watched a lot of movies, and I've had issues with a lot of movies. But this was taxing. Like, you know, we had to pay to rent this, and the things we do for people in entertainment.
I know. Well, real quick, my first joke, coming out the gate, I'm going to forewarn you that I have a joke. It's because I was surprised.
Knock, knock.
Right, exactly. Who's there? My joke. But I was so surprised because...
It's so small. Anyway.
I thought I owned both of them. To be honest, and I look in I have a CD binder full of all my movies, and I look, and
Kids,
I'm like,
a CD binder.
Yeah, a CD stands for compact disc.
Yeah. It's what a DVD looks like.
Yes.
But these actually had music on them.
Or a PS4 game, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
If you buy them physically, I don't know if kids do anymore. Maybe they just download them all.
No, I think they buy them physically.
Okay.
I think that's still a market.
So that's what a movie looks like on there.
On DVD.
Legally, yes.
Yeah.
So
not written.
Right.
And shitty Sharpie.
Yeah. So I open up my CD binder, flip to the page, boom, find Amazing Spider-Man. I'm like, oh yeah, I do. There's each of them are two disc set. So I look at it and I'm kind of like, looking at them. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I bought a 4-disc set to Amazing Spider-Man 1. And I was like, holy shit, what was I thinking? I had to spend like $40 on this fucking thing. Because there's a 3D version. There's a whole disc for special features, which that has to be amazing. I'm going to use amazing a lot. There's like the ultraviolet copy and then the Blu-ray, I think. Something along those lines. I was like, wow, holy fuck. So then I had to rent Amazing Spider-Man 2. So, but I do own the first one. I was just blown away that it was a 4-disc set.
They had the gall to have a 4-disc set
Right.
for such a shitty fucking movie.
and then my dumbass bought it. That's a funny part. I could have gone to the bargain bin and just bought the fucking DVD, but for some reason I was like, I love this movie.
4-disc set.
Yeah.
Woo.
For when I buy my 3D TV, apparently, that I still don't know.
I was about to say, I was like, when did you get a 3D TV? Fucking Sony and they're milking.
So Amazing Spider-Man came out in 2012, rated PG-13. That's what I was excited for. It got a Rotten Tomatoes score of 72% for critic and 77% for the fan. An IMDb rating of 7 out of 10. So pretty solid there.
The box office for The Amazing Spider-Man 1 was $750 million US.
That didn't come across. I whistled there. if that sound was...
And it had a budget of $230 million.
Dang.
Which actually, the only positive thing I will say about this Amazing Spider-Man 1 is...
This is going to be pretty funny when we get into this.
Is that actually visually, except for maybe some actual visual ideas, it looks good.
Yeah.
I thought Spider-Man moving around and doing his shit, he looked really, really good. I actually thought he looked a little bit better than Tom Holland's.
Yeah.
I actually thought visually, because I don't know if it's because Tom Holland's costume's brighter.
Right.
So it sticks out a little bit more when he's doing stuff.
Right.
But this actually looks smoother.
Yeah. Tom Holland's, to me, and we haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming yet, so maybe there's some touch-ups and stuff, but the one bank robber scene that you've seen in the trailers, it looks CG, like clear as day. Whereas the Andrew Garfield version, to me, it crossed over really well. If you, we'll get into the second one of Amazing Spider-Man eventually, but the electric scene with Electro when they're at like fighting
the grid.
Yeah, like at the power grid, and all the electricity shooting across, and it was a big pushing point in their trailers. I remember was this fight scene, and to me it looked phenomenal. There was some issues I had with it, but visually it looked awesome, and you couldn't tell. I actually started to wonder, okay, what are they having Andrew Garfield do? Is he twirling on something, and they're just getting his body movements? Is he in the suit? Like, at what point is this all CGI? And they just do a really good job. So they did such a great job. It made me wonder.
All right, all the positives out of the way. Now let's get into the negatives of Amazing Spider-Man.
Whoa.
I was watching this and I was trying my best to not remember exactly what I hated about it the first time I saw this. I've only seen it one other time.
Okay.
And I was like...
I've seen it a couple times.
And I was like, all right, I'll just forget about what it was before because I can't even remember anyway. So easy to forget, right? When you can't remember, it's easy to forget. And I was like, immediately when it kicks off, I'm like, that's the fucking problem with the movie. Andrew Garfield is just a terrible Spider-Man.
No.
A terrible Peter Parker.
Wow.
Oh my God. My note was Andrew Garfield is just terrible. This movie could be passable if it wasn't for him.
Wow.
I just thought he was so bad. His mannerisms are so stupid. I do not believe...
I'm literally sitting here with my jaw dropped up. And I know, actually, Nick and I have gone back and forth, our guest Nick, on this because he loves Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And I always joke, we were talking about having him on the Spider-Man, on one of the Spider-Man reviews, which looks like we're going to have him on Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy that he did, which I think will be a lot better. But anyways, he and I go back and forth on who is the better Spider-Man. And to me...
You're both wrong.
Tom Holland?
No.
Oh, okay. Haven't gotten the perfect Spider-Man for you yet?
And this is where I think my problem is. And I think I figured it out. I grew up on the 90s animated Spider-Man, all right? That Peter Parker, was a nerd. He was smart, like this Andrew Garfield version. He's smart. But when Flash and other people are bullying him, he's confident. He stands up. They drew him with a broad chest. It was a confident guy. He was a nerd, but he was confident. And he didn't let people just push him around or anything like that. He didn't stutter. I have you on my computer. He wasn't a fucking stalker,
Yeah.
And, it's like they got tips from Bryan Singer on how to have a really super creepy stalker fucking superhero.
Right.
And it drove me nuts. It's not how I picture my Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I guess this Tom Holland one is going to be something kind of like that, but he's a little bit more quippier, a little bit more naive, I guess you would say.
He's younger.
And that one's okay. That's fine. He works. He worked in Civil War. We'll see how the movie goes.
Right.
Everybody that I keep talking to is so pumped up for Spider-Man. And even you are starting to fall into that. And I am so disconnected from this movie. Right. It's not even funny right now.
Cautious.
I'm going to watch it and I'm going to be open-minded. But, for the most part, we'll see what happens. But that Spider-Man from the 90s Spider-Man, that Peter Parker there, I liked that Peter Parker. So the Tobey Maguire one was okay. He was a little bit of a nerd, but a little passive and everything. It was okay. But this one... He stutters. He's a bitch. He is just pure bitch personified. When the girl is asking all the questions and pushing things forward, you are a bitch.
Well, once he gets his powers, though, that's when his confidence starts to change, and that's kind of how it is in the cartoon. If you the part with on the basketball court with Flash,
which was so stupid. Everybody always talks shit in Daredevil when Elektra and Ben Affleck, Daredevil, are doing the teeter-totter scene. And Catwoman, you have a basketball scene, and then this one, you have a basketball scene, and it's fucking stupid.
It reminded me of Teen Wolf. A little bit.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, okay, Michael J. Fox. No, okay, but that's where you see his confidence come out, and maybe that's where the cartoon is at already. Is that he has a little bit more confidence in it. It shows. I think Andrew Garfield's acting ability, in my opinion, and maybe it's the movie, is leaps and bounds above Tobey Maguire. Shoot me down if you disagree, but I feel like his acting is so solid on so many different levels. Man. And yeah, he is kind of a bitch, I guess, to use your verbiage, but I feel like he personifies a nerd who, Gwen Stacy's hot, and yeah, she's a smart nerd,
and she doesn't wear pants. Everything. Even when she's working, she's wearing a fucking little skirt.
Little skirt. Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I like how there were points in this movie I felt they wanted to push the PG-13 a little bit further, and they were getting certain things where it was getting very sexual and where teenagers would be, and then they had to pull it back a little bit, so it kind of made me laugh. But I thought he personified a nerd who gets these superpowers so perfectly. I liked how everything was in both films. To me, he was the standout. So, and I grew up with the same 90s Spider-Man as well. But I guess you know, I can vary a little bit, and I felt more of a connection to Andrew Garfield than I have with Tom Holland, which that's hard. You know, he's a lot younger of a Spider-Man. We haven't seen him a whole lot yet, and definitely than Tobey Maguire. So to me, that was a big positive in this movie. Go ahead. Do you want to do another?
Yeah. I was Googling something while you were talking. When your friend is on meth, the use of meth shows some obvious signs and symptoms. Here are some of the ways to detect if someone you know is using meth. They like The Amazing Spider-Man, and they like Andrew Garfield as The Amazing Spider-Man.
That's on Google.
Oh my God, Google just fucking nailed it.
Yeah. I actually, to talk about another one of my positives,
Speaking of meth.
I liked a lot of the cast. The only person I did not like was the guy, and I don't even know his name, but the guy who played the Lizard.
The Kurt Connors, but the actor.
Yeah, I don't know the actor's name, but anyways, I liked the guy who played Flash Thompson. I
fucking hated him. What the hell is wrong with you,
man?
He was such a bitch. Like he was just so stupid. Those guys and our school would have gotten beaten up. Like, that was just...
Well, he was pretty much to that point. And, you know, and then eventually he kind of turns... He's a heel at the beginning, turns baby face.
He gives him hugs.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs a hug.
Well, because he had someone die or something like that. I liked Emma Stone a lot as Gwen Stacy. Martin Sheen and Sally Field, though...
Martin Sheen. I did not appreciate him the first time I saw this, if I remember right. But I thought he was a solid Uncle Ben.
Yes.
I think it's a condenser tray.
No, too much water for the condenser tray or the heat exchange tubing. This has got to be the fill line.
That's the only thing that makes any sense. Can you fix it?
No, not tonight. I'll go by the hardware store tomorrow.
Good deal. Meanwhile, put this on your face. How's the other guy look? Come on, I know a right cross when I see one. Yes or no? Do I have to call somebody's father?
No.
Yeah, he was a solid Uncle Ben.
Yeah, and even though Sally Field is not as hot as the current Aunt May that we have now, I thought she did a really good job. There is a kind of a weird scene. Her acting is phenomenal, but Amazing Spider-Man 2, we'll get to that. But other than that, I thought the casting was pretty solid. But yeah, just going back to the Lizard, the doctor, what's his, Dr. Connor?
Yeah, the actor's name is, I can't even pronounce it. So
that's probably why I didn't make note of it.
Rhys Ifans.
Okay. But I don't know if he's been, Rhys Ifans? Sounds like maybe German or something.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah. But he...
of course, German making... weird chemical things.
Yeah, exactly. But to me, I don't know if he stood out to you, but his acting, I haven't seen him in anything else. I thought he was, as far as I know. I know he might be in Harry Potter, actually.
I thought he was on sleep aids most of the time.
Yeah, it seemed like it. And it seemed he was really just cheesy and...
Percocet? I don't know. Whatever puts you to sleep.
Adderall?
No, Adderall's for like ADD.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like
you're
that.
right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't take prescription drugs.
Yeah, I don't fucking...
I just take meth, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, I already looked up the fucking rehab centers around in our local area. Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to help you out after this.
Yeah, I got 2 of those.
We might be missing a week, ladies and gentlemen.
It is only going to take me a week to get out of rehab. Do not like Amazing Spider-Man. All right, fine. All right, you're released. What did you think, going back to Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, what did you think about the humor, kind of his quips, his mannerisms that he had?
Some landed, some didn't.
Okay, I liked pretty much all of them.
The knife part, when the guy has the knife
part, yep.
You know, in the future, if you're gonna steal cars, don't dress like a car thief, man.
What are you? You a cop?
Really? You seriously think I'm a cop? Cop in a skin-tight red and blue suit. You know, you've got a mind of a true scholar, sir. I was going more for one of the guys who do the luge. Good thinking. Use the window. Get out the window. There you go. You got it. Whoa.
Just let me go.
Is that a knife? Is that a real knife?
Yes, it's a real knife.
My weakness, it's small knives.
Just let me go.
Anything but knives! Oh, it's so simple. That was cool.
What the hell is this?
Webbing that I developed myself. I don't think you really want to know.
Come on, let me go.
One second.
Stop, get off, man. No. Come on, let me go. Stop it. Dude, that isn't funny.
It is
Come
kind
on,
of funny, man.
help.
That's great.
Yes.
But then there was like some other ones where it's like, oh my God, like it just didn't land very well. It's worse in the second one. The things
It's
those
forced.
those ones definitely don't land. The first one was a better flow, but the dialogue is atrocious in this. It is so bad.
And the movie in general or the humor?
The movie in general.
Both? Wow, really?
It is so bad.
Man, I liked a lot of the one of my favorite parts as far as the first movie goes was when Uncle Ben is talking about, you know, what his dad,
the Martin Sheen part, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you see the acting ability of Andrew Garfield, and he kind of plays a chick role. No offense to any of our women listeners, but he totally flips it on him, and because Uncle Ben's trying to give him this lesson of what his father believed in, and you know, and then taking care of others and everything, and then Peter Parker's like, well, okay, well, where is he? Where's my dad?
Defend this
I'm
boy.
not
You are defending him.
I
Listen
know.
to me, son.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're a lot like your father. You really are, Peter, and that's a good thing. But your father lived by a philosophy, a principle, really. He believed that if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
That's nice. That's great. It's all well and good, so where is he?
What?
Where is he? Where's my dad? He didn't think it was his responsibility to be here to tell me this himself.
Oh, come on, how dare you?
How dare I? How dare you?
You know, and then he walks off, and I was like, fuck, you know. To me, I there were so many parts where I could connect, and I enjoyed Andrew Garfield.
My note was actually about the dialogue. It's just so poorly executed. Every exchange between Stacy and Peter is cringeworthy. And that's what I was...
Really?
That's,
Second one, yes.
This one, too. It's just that every fight, I think I counted it, maybe like 4 times, they just start making out. Like, they just can't stop fucking kissing each other, like fucking...
Dude, don't you like being in high school? That's exactly what I mean. Like, I felt...
but this isn't the time. There's points.
Yes,
hold on.
yes, it
hold
is.
Hold on. This, I mean, I understand...
When is it not the time when you're a teenager?
He's giving me a stiffy. You know.
He has an erection.
Especially for him. And she's like, no. Remember that? Like that. Those are the scenes
His
where I'm
testosterone's probably off the fucking charts, too.
Oh, yeah.
But no, there's a part where he first has the fight with the lizard, and he's got like 3 or 4 fucking claw marks across his chest, all fucking jacked up. First thing he does is go to her window. She starts patting him with some alcohol wipes, and then like as soon as she gets close,
oh yeah,
and like let's go for a fucking swing. I'm healed now. I'm good to go. Let's do it. Let's go, bitch. I want to go fuck.
Oh yeah. I mean,
here, you wear the mask.
She started getting a little turned on by him, you know, his ripped body and everything, and she's like, oh, he's been to war. He's got all the claw marks. She's ready to go. He's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna take advantage of this. So oh man, that's pretty funny. I just jumping back to Uncle Ben. I really liked the Uncle Ben death scene. I don't remember it too much from the Tobey Maguire one, other than the, you know, with great power comes great responsibility.
I remember the Tobey Maguire one very well because that's when Bonesaw, yeah.
Oh right.
Because then the guy that steals from the wrestling promoter runs out, and then that's the guy that shoots that Uncle Ben. But that Uncle Ben himself, that actor, is pretty forgettable.
Yeah. But in this one, it was a perfect, like, you know, Peter Parker's being a dick, basically, because the cashier's being a dick and won't you know, let him get his milk or whatever. So Peter Parker's like, okay, well, you know, the guy steals the money. Peter doesn't stop him. He flips him the milk, and he's like, well, yeah, okay. And then the cashier, you know, is like, hey, dude, aren't you going to help me? And he said, it's not my policy. Because that's what the guy said. That's not our store policy or some shit. And he starts walking away. And, you know, to me, it did a really good job at hitting home that, you know, actions have consequences and, you know, thinking about that. Because then Uncle Ben actually tries to step in. And he's like, no, fuck you, dude. I'm about to wreck you.
So this is where it got stupid. The guy trips. His gun falls out. Uncle Ben stares down at the guy, stares at the gun, and instead of just like, all right, fuck this, stand to the side, he dives for the gun and gets shot. So
yeah, well, because he was gonna stop him.
Well, the guy
that's heroic.
Stopped. That's the guy who's already stopped.
Why?
He's already down on the ground.
No, he robbed him. He still had the money.
Yeah, but he's down on the ground. It's not his fault the other guy's fat and can't keep up. I'm just saying, there's a point here. Diving on a guy that stole what, maybe $100, $200 from a register.
Yeah, it didn't look like much.
It was not really worth the diving for the gun, especially when he's a younger,
Uncle
older
Ben
guy.
doesn't know.
Yeah,
you got that's heroics. You got to jump on it,
jump on it,
and it also totally goes against. This totally goes against everything, you know, in the CCW class that they taught us as far as like, no, you just avoid it, let the cops get him and everything. And Uncle Ben's like, and then he ends up getting shot, and that's what happens. But it was heroic for me. I enjoyed it.
Real quick, in our state, our CCW is a concealed weapons permit type thing. I know it's called other things in other states.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it is. So we took a CCW.
So we can stop people robbing convenience stores for $20.
Yeah, seriously, and stealing a thing of milk. That was in a can? I don't know. It looked like a can. It looked like you tossed him a can.
No, it was a jug. It was a milk jug.
Go back and look. It looked like a can.
It's a beer. He's like, fuck your milk, dude. Here you go.
Drink some real shit. Yeah. Coors Light. So a note I made, and this is just about the character himself, how Andrew Garfield portrays this Peter Parker. And I put, Peter is just creepy for anyone to like. He's a stalker. Comes in through windows, doesn't use front doors, just a complete weirdo. But yet Stacy likes him. No women that are reasonable human beings would even get wet or moist around this guy. That's what I put as a fucking thing. Because this dude is just so fucking weird. Oh, he's got you on his computer,
right?
You know, and then he's trying to explain it, and then like she's asking if he's stalking him, and he's like, oh, not quite, and,
right?
You know, like he's gonna wear your skin, woman. Get out of there, run, bitch, run.
I will agree with you with that. They went a little bit too far as his obsession with Gwen Stacy. I thought like. So at first it was kind of like, okay, he has a crush, you know, kind of thing. And yeah, he definitely gets stalker. The climbing through the window thing doesn't bother me. That seems very Spider-Man-esque. But the definitely the picture on the computer in the second one, he's following her around and stuff. I'll give you that one. He definitely comes off.
You know how Scream went down? That guy always crawled through the fucking window, all right? The guy that ultimately was the killer.
Right.
All right. He's going to wear her fucking skin. All right.
That's true.
She didn't die by the Green Goblin. Spoiler in the second one. He was going to wear her skin. She is not making it to London.
Yeah. No.
Or Oxford or whatever the fuck it was in the second one.
Yeah. I think you had it right.
One of the other notes I had is that he is not a fucking hero. That spider on his shirt does not mean hope. All right. because when the lizard at first is wrecking this bridge downtown, all these cars, and he's got them all wired up by his.
Oh my gosh, this part bugged me. I love this part when we first saw it. I'm pretty sure we saw this in the theater together.
I think you're starting to change now. I think that meth is wearing off.
No, not fully. I still enjoy the movie, but this
I
part.
Say the meth. I still enjoyed the meth.
Not fully. It's not wearing off. But this part, I was like, man, there's a lot of just plot holes and shit. So go ahead.
And he takes his mask off, saves the kid, because he's got all these cars suspended from his spiderweb, hanging off the bridge that the lizard threw off.
Yes.
So he saves one kid, takes his mask off, gives the kid, the mask gives you power. The kid still fails completely. See, this is when Darwinism kicks in. Right?
Whoa, too far. Cut that out.
No, it's not.
So my question was, how was the dad on the bridge, safe and sound?
Yeah.
But the kid
still
in the fucking car. Was the dad like ejected and somehow landed on his feet?
Well, he might have gotten out to see what's going on, and then the lizard came up and threw it. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
But then he leaves all the other cars hanging. How are the firefighters going to come and save that?
Did he?
Yeah,
I didn't even catch that part.
Fucking 5 cars hanging off the bridge. The other one falls in the fucking water.
Yeah. Miraculously catches fire.
Yeah.
Just to make it more
because a little
intense.
bit of gasoline comes out the front, which there's supposed to be a little, you know that thing when you put the nozzle into the gas can?
Right.
There's that little plate that locks in and out. Yeah, it's supposed to prevent that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently that car doesn't have that.
Nope.
And so the gasoline leaks out.
It's got to be intense.
Yeah. It's got to be an inferno match.
Yeah. This scene definitely bugged me for sure.
Oh, and I also put a note because they have the kid wear the mask. This fucking movie series, this line has an obsession with kids wearing Spider-Man masks.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what they're trying to do. Sell costumes? Look, as a kid, you could be Spider-Man.
Yep. See, you are a hero.
And then I was, talking about some of the dialogue throughout the movie. One of the notes I made, Spider-Man becomes a vigilante like Batman with the police, which is just kind of stupid. That's not Spider-Man.
He wasn't like that. I feel like that made perfect sense.
There's a reason why I don't think the police working as the kind of half antagonist of this one worked very well, because this is
he's
kind
not
of
the hero they need.
It's a fucking name.
Or whatever the line is.
No, I think what made the original Spider-Man, or at least the Sam Raimi one, work is you have the Daily Bugle, you have the press going against Spider-Man, which is something he can actually kind of fight against. The police are with him, but it's the press. It's something to repair his image and make himself better than what J. Jonah Jameson's doing. And I think they tried so hard to veer away from the Sam Raimi ones that they used the police as the kind of half antagonist, and it just didn't work, because then you have all these people that are like, Spider-Man's great, and all this other stuff, but you don't know why, because he may be saving a couple things, but he's leaving cars hanging on the bridge. Yeah. And
well, and that's why I thought it painted the picture perfectly, because he, even, the knife scene that we were talking about earlier, when he captures that guy and then he's at the dinner table with Gwen Stacy's dad, then he even says, well, we wanted him on the streets because he was leading us to the, bigger ring of car thieves. And that's why being a vigilante is, and that's why, it's wrong and you're going against police and everything, is because you're not working with them. And so to me, it worked, and it actually made more sense. I couldn't remember if that was like a big part. I didn't feel like it was a big part of Spider-Man's, folklore or whatever. But I thought it worked really well in this.
I just don't think it works very well with Spider-Man, because I don't see what the desire of the people wanting to unite against him, because you don't see any press. You don't see, because usually that's what it is. Like in Superman, in Batman versus Superman, it's the pundits, it's the senators, it's the people talking in the press of questions about this guy. What should we do? Blah, blah, blah. But no, it's just the police hate him. The police just want to stop him, and that works for Batman because of how he runs things. But Spider-Man, I just didn't feel like it worked very well. I get what they're trying to do. Okay. They're trying to go opposite of the Raimi ones. And I just didn't think it worked, because there's this whole setup about how all these New Yorkers get behind him at the end of the movie. Right. And it just kind of seemed like it came out of nowhere. Like, why are they behind him? Yeah. Because you don't get any of this idea through the press or anything of him actually having like a question mark on his head. Is he good or bad? You only get the police side, which is, he's bad.
Yeah, well, but at the same time, you can kind of see, to most people, he's saving others, and that's how a lot of people are looking at him, as just kind of a savior. But the police are saying,
but I'm just saying, we never get that idea that he's a savior to anybody.
Oh, I thought he was. He saved, stopped the
we see it, but how do they?
Yeah,
there's no papers, there's no news, there's nothing talking about it.
Wasn't there like an online video or something that people were recording, and I'm pretty sure there's like a part early in the movie.
Maybe it was your 4-disc special edition.
Probably, yeah.
Because I didn't see anything like that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is just the stupid question is that he breaks a basketball hoop, he bends a fucking football.
Oh yeah, that stood out. Yeah, I'm like, come on,
no one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Who was? And actually,
come on, man, why are you bending the field goal post?
Right. I think they even had the line of like, who did that? Oh, I don't know, the fucking person, the only person over there.
Yeah, where the watch your shitty football team.
Yeah. As we talked about earlier, I really liked all the action scenes, how they were put together. But there was some cheesiness to them. The cranes, where all of a sudden the guy's like, oh, that's the guy that saved my kid on the bridge. Which that might be another reason, he saved all the cars on the bridge that were getting thrown off, that people view him as a savior. But anyways, he's like, oh, we're going to coordinate all these cranes that are going to turn. And then even the police, I think, are stopping traffic at one point so that he could swing through, swing off the cranes.
Yeah, the cop has the moment where he pulls up, hand out.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I wrote that down. Hold on. I gotta find that note.
So it was pretty cheesy. Done. Filmed really well. I with the flips and stuff like that, I thought were pretty cool. But yeah, the scene itself, I was like, okay, come on.
I put the crane part is just a complete fucking joke. One of the dumbest parts of a superhero movie in history.
Oh, man.
The crane part would have made more sense if you had J. Jonah Jameson. This is kind of what I was talking about. And the PR stunt against him. The people unite over the idea of the news and people pushing against him, other than just the cops having a usual press conference or something like that.
Right.
And by the way, judges sign orders to have arrest warrants on people, not the fucking chief of police. And then I just put
not in this world.
And I just put hashtag fake news.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's I think one of the biggest issues. Yeah, you can have this conflicting idea with Spider-Man, kind of like the Superman thing. But in Superman, they had pundits going for him and against him. He is a savior. He's a Jesus. Yeah, do we need a Superman? There was these questions asked on like the news and reports. In this one, I just felt it was one side and it was the police saying he's a vigilante, we're against him, he's bad, we can't have him doing this, and you never got the side of like he's a hero.
Yeah.
You never, other than like one random guy yelling, "Hey, Spidey!" like as he's swinging, and that might be the second one actually. But
yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm getting them kind of crossed over. Like the video, I'm pretty sure someone takes a video in the first one of him like saving someone. I just can't remember. And then the bridge scene is the only other thing I can think of that people would view him as a savior.
I know he has this Deadpool moment where he's wearing like a shitty mask and like goggles or something like that.
Right.
Because when he's first doing, he's saving some people, and you get like some people videotaping it or something like that. But I just never got this idea that there was a conflict between him and the people or something like that, or anybody else other than the police.
I think that was the point. That's
police
a shitty story. Him. Oh, I
that doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean jack shit to me when it comes to Spider-Man.
Right. All right. Agree to disagree.
Well, fuck you and your meth. Then I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know. There's just.
Well, you haven't touched on what did you think about Dr. Connors? Because to me,
I told you he took sleeping pills.
Yeah, okay, but as far as like it, because he was a big point of the movie.
This is kind of what I was talking about. I had something up here. The movie's tone and story is all over the place. First, it's about his parents and becomes a revenge after Uncle Ben is shot. Then it turns into Spider-Man having fun. He's just swinging around, having fun, saving people. The Uncle Ben thing never gets resolved. He never.
Yeah.
It just completely gets lost. They just move right on.
Yeah, I did
after
realize
he beats
that.
up all the blonde guys in New York.
Right. Yeah, I did realize that. I was like, huh, okay, that was kind of weird.
And then it has this like subplot with Kirk Connors knowing something about his parents. They were really trying to at first emphasize that Peter's parents were going to have this huge thing, this huge involvement. In both movies, both movies start off with this huge involvement of Peter Parker's parents going to mean something to the story later on, and it almost never gets filled out.
Yeah.
I mean, the second one a little bit, but this one no.
No, but I think that was it's kind of
so many subplots.
But I looked at it as Superman 1 and then Superman 2. Superman 1 has the scene with Zod and Non and Ursa, I believe her name is. It's at the very beginning of Superman 1. They're in a ring and they get banished to the Phantom Zone. Then they eventually replay that in the second Superman. Yeah, in the second Superman. So that's kind of how I looked at it. Okay, you're setting up his parents at least have a little bit more involvement in this than they ever have. Like I don't remember them in the same Raimi. So I thought that was pretty cool. An addition. Now I'll get to my shit on Amazing Spider-Man 2. A lot of the issues that I had with that, but I liked that they were showing a little bit more.
Another note I made: leave your fucking mask on. Reminds me of Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone. Just keep having to take the helmet off.
Right.
Because you have to show your pretty face. He took his mask off 4 times in the movie. Worst superhero identity ever. ever. It just, he took it off so many times for every stupid moment. He takes it off for the kid. He takes it off to... He takes it off so many fucking times.
Yeah.
Takes it off when he's up fighting the lizard. The lizard I thought actually looked kind of good. The body did.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they stuck with a human face.
Yeah, I didn't like the face.
Yeah, and they would have had a snout and like a lizard face to it.
Right. I will agree with you. His dialogue bugged me as a lizard and Dr. Connors. I just didn't like him as a character. And that was a big part. That actually took a lot down in the movie for me, was Dr. Connors and the villain itself. I liked a lot of the other stuff, the vigilante, and I liked the actors and stuff. But when it got to that, all of that was just weird. The acting was horrible. The action scenes were pretty cool.
I actually got that down.
In the sewer and then on top of the building and everything. The fighting was awesome.
There was a couple of first person views that were kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was unique in this one.
Right.
I did want to point something out. The whole time he fought the lizard as Spider-Man, never threw a punch once.
Oh.
Never threw a fucking punch. He punched the shit out of all the blonde dudes.
Well, yeah, they're human.
as just regular Peter Parker.
Right.
Yeah, he beat the fuck out of them. But when it came to the lizard, he was about to throw a punch at one point and then gets knocked off.
Okay.
Never throws a punch.
Yeah.
I looked for it this time. Because I remember when I first saw it, I had a problem with that. I'm like, all he kept doing was just webbing the shit out of him. And I don't know if that's supposed to mean because he has feelings for Kirk Connors, so he didn't want to hurt him. But there is a moment where he actually does attempt to throw a punch, and then he gets whacked off. So he was going to beat his ass anyway.
Right, yeah. He was going to
fuck himself. And then he says Mother Hubbard. Just stupid.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Because he's trying to call, and somehow he has a cell phone tucked in his ass cheeks or something. Because he's constantly on his cell phone as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he's on his phone, and Stacy won't pick up, and he's like, Mother Hubbard.
See, they were trying to push him to R. Several parts.
The spider sense is inconsistent. He can dodge all this other shit, but then he swings around a building and there's a giant helicopter and the guy shoots him in the chest with an electroid thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I noticed this for the first time. Gwen Stacy sets off the fucking fire alarm inside the building, inside Oscorp, and the halon system comes down and she's standing in it. I'm like, did we learn nothing from Terminator 2? Nothing. The gold standard on the comic movie marks.
Yes.
Terminator 2.
It's no good.
Let me try mine.
John, fire in the hole!
Wait! You can't go in there! Fire set off the halon system! You have to wait a few minutes until the gas clears!
Put this on.
They have to wear the masks.
Right.
Even Arnold knows that. Here, wear this. You know, you can't go in there because the halon system goes off. It kills oxygen, damn it. And she's standing in it.
Yeah. I did not notice that.
See? Inconsistency.
Right.
Terminator 2 taught me a lot. And then all of a sudden, the grazing bullet, he gets hit in the leg. And like it just grazes his leg. And he can barely move. He's hobbling along, but yet he had like 3 giant gashes through his chest. But because of the magic of boners, he's able to swing along New York.
Whoa. Do not discredit the boner.
It must be hard in that tight suit. The crane thing, yeah, terrible. Oh, the unlimited shotgun that fucking Daddy Stacy has.
On the lizard?
Yeah, 17 shots. I counted it.
I noticed that. Wow.
17 shots, reloading, maybe able to produce 3 more rounds. How quick that he had to load. Because he did start reloading, and I think maybe he got up to 3 rounds in it, and then was able to keep shooting more.
Right.
It was just like, and he was able to shoot, and at best, those type of shotguns can maybe hold 7 rounds. At best, that's like if you put a full extension on it.
Right. I was trying to think of when I saw
maybe
that.
Maybe one within the chamber.
I did notice that there's a... Damn it, there's a movie that does that so well. I can't think of it, but basically a guy's going through a graveyard and he's shooting all these zombies, but he has like 80 shots that he's just blowing off. That's what it reminded me of.
And then Stacy's bitching at Peter about her dad died. And I just wrote, Stacy, my dad died. Or she says, my dad died. And I'm like, bitch, my uncle died. The fuck were you then?
And I have no parents.
Fuck your couch is what I wrote. And then I put Flash Thompson as the first gay character in the Spider-Man movies. All right. Because then he started hugging up on Peter and stuff like that, wearing the Spider-Man shirt. Right. Nice shirt, man. Yeah, that's what all the chicks love. Stop hitting on me. Like he's like, yeah, he's trying to pass it off there. That movie's terrible. I fucking hated Amazing Spider-Man 1. It was so fucking bad. It was so bad. Nothing made sense in that movie. It was terrible. Let's give our scores on it. Go ahead.
Okay. So for me, as we kind of talked about, I liked a lot of points. The acting, I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I liked the action was awesome. A lot of the dialogue I actually enjoyed. I liked the connections that he had with each of the characters. The biggest sticking point for me was there was some inconsistencies. They weren't huge. There are times where I'll nitpick those and be like, no, that's fucking dumb. That's fucking dumb. But there was enough, I guess, positives in it. The biggest thing for me was the lizard. I did not like it, and I don't remember hating on it so much the first time around. It was just kind of okay, and this time I'm like, man, it was not good. So for me, it was solid, but still left some to be desired. 3.1 out of 5. What? High, low? You do that every time. This is not visual podcast.
This is why I always have you go first. Right. So I'm gonna pull a Nick. 1 out of 5.
What?
1 out of 5. It's a 1 out of 5. It's fucking awful. I fucking hate this movie. It's so bad.
I don't think I'll stick to this. I don't think I could ever give a 1 because even on my Amazing Spider-Man 2, which spoilers was lower than this one. I don't think I could ever give a 1. There's enough to.
If it wasn't for this show, I would have never watched that movie again in my life.
Wow.
I've watched Green Lantern more than once.
Yeah, well, Green Lantern's right in the same realm for me. A lot of positives. A lot of things I enjoyed about it. Still a lot left to be desired. There's a lot of comic book movies that kind of fall in that realm of like a little more than half, I guess. For me,
this just had way too many subplots, too much shit going on. It was a fucking mess, it didn't make fucking sense.
I'm blown away that you think this one had a lot of subplots, because number 2 is way worse.